Hey, this is Sorcery Zone, where I build, break, and learn things out loud so we don't have to debug them alone. Recently, I've been thinking a lot about why modern software feels slow, even though our machines keep getting faster. So today, I want to walk you through an idea that's been reshaping how I think about engineering, designing software with a scarcity mindset. Not to be nostalgic and limit ourselves by old hardware. I mean it to build faster and leaner systems that actually utilize the full potential of our hardware. So let's begin. Modern software is still slow. It is fancy looking and feature rich yet slow. And with the advancement of the hardware, it seems like we care less and less to fix it. My theory is simple. If we design our software with a scarcity mindset and not rely on the abundance of hardware stack to compensate for careless performance decisions, we can get faster and leaner systems without losing the features that actually matter. Take almost any modern application, Notion, Slack, Miro, YouTube. For most of the users, it is normal to experience lags, freezes, or watch it happily consume gigabytes of memory. After a few years, almost everyone needs to upgrade their hardware, and with that, the pain goes away for a short while. But that's not the end, and the cycle repeats itself. This pattern makes it easy to blame the low performance of the software on the old hardware instead of bad design. With the hardware we have today, it feels like everything is possible. A few decades ago, we used a tiny fraction of this power to run systems that guided a spacecraft to the moon, yet now your laptop can struggle just to search your documents. To be fair, today's software can do far more than what was possible in such an older system. Rich collaboration, real-time sync, video, almost infinite history, none of these were practical on those early days. What I care about is balance. But if instead of designing only for feature count and scalability, we designed with a resource-conscious mindset, and doing so without sacrificing the features that are actually useful. There are already some software design practices where scarcity is important, even though in a limited context. For example, a startup time scarcity. Startups have very limited runways. They should prove their value before money runs out, and do so with a very small group of engineers. That pressure influences many early design decisions, which often shape the main value of the product. Once the company graduates this phase and the money pours in, this discipline also often disappears. Landing pages. This is mostly done for the sake of good SEO and marketing rather than user experience. Yet here, suddenly we remember that people might be using slow networks and have short attention spans. We budget size, care about first draw, and obsess over load time. I wish we were spending the same amount of attention to performance beyond the landing pages and inside the actual product. Embedded hardware. Here the constraints are physical and non-negotiable. To make large-scale deployments feasible, devices ship with limits on hardware, memory, storage, and compute power. Developers are forced to think within those limits. You can probably add more examples here. What I'm looking for is a practice that is not tied to a specific phase or a niche. What if we designed everyday software under artificial scarcity constraints? What if we stopped assuming that our users have the same hardware we use for development? Imagine designing as if you only had a fixed budget of memory, latency, and dependencies, even if the real machine could be more powerful. You can see this difference clearly when people give old laptops a second life by installing Linux and a lightweight desktop environment. The same machine that crawls under Windows suddenly feels snappy. Nothing about the hardware improved. The only change was a software stack designed for scarcity instead of abundance. This should make us ask why mainstream software leans so heavily on hardware growth to hide inefficiency. This is a way of thinking that I'm finding more useful to guide many decisions we need to make as software engineers daily, ranging from the technology we use down to the details of the implementation. These decisions matter a lot. Think about the cost of choosing TypeScript, Rust, microservices, Claude, or your favorite stack for any reason other than giving your users the snappiest possible experience. Often we choose tech because it is fun for us to use, it is our safe zone as developers, everybody else seems to be using it, it is hot in this industry, or it looks good on our resume. None of these reasons say anything about constraints of the problem or the reality of the user's devices. I'm not saying we should freeze ourselves at the limits of the old hardware. I'm trying to say we should use scarcity as a focus mechanism, a design guideline to balance features against performance instead of always sacrificing one for the other. If this topic resonates with you, read the full essay, the link is in the description. Let me know what you think. Agree, disagree, poke holes in it. I'm curious how engineers see this. Thanks for watching. See you later.